Hey, welcome to Math 123 Quantitative Reasoning online for spring of 2017. When you go into your page, that's what you're going to see. Well, you won't see my beautiful picture. Becky Menning, your instructor for this class. And this first video is going to be just kind of to walk you through Blackboard, where to find everything you're going to need to be successful in this course. So first thing, you always will see the announcements first. And because it's online, I'll be posting announcements. I'll be sending emails, a lot of communication that way. So make sure you always check for updated announcements when you go into the page. Then your next button you see here is the course information button. Now you see my first information, and there's a picture in case you want to look at me at any point in time. Phone number goes to my office. Leave me a voicemail. It goes to my email. My email is always with me. Direct email, Blackboard IM. If I'm in my office, I'm logged into Blackboard IM. So feel free to shoot me a message anytime. That is incorrect. My office is now 109. But anyway, there you go. My office hours, I will be posting a document in here that will have where I am at any point in time in case you're ever on campus and you want to drop in and say hi. Now, we also have the syllabus and the course calendar. I forgot to bring those up. Okay, so syllabus course calendar. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the syllabus. So when you look at the syllabus, again, you've got all of my contact information as well as my supervisor's information. I do recommend you take the time to read through this document. It's not super long, but it's going to kind of tell you what's going on. Now, for this class, we have I call it a workbook because it's got a lot of blanks in it, and that should be sent straight to your house. If you have not received that, shoot me an email. I'll get you a phone number for you to call. Okay, so a lot of policies, blah, blah, blah. Don't cheat. Okay, so we have discussion boards in this class, so make sure you participate in those. Be respectful of people's comments. Grades. Due dates and deadlines. In my classes, I'm a big fan of due dates are due dates. Period. So if you have an issue and you need an extension for something, you're in the hospital, your kid's in the hospital, you have to travel for work, whatever, you need to communicate with me. Don't just expect that it's going to happen. So a week later, oh, well, I was out of town. I don't give two rips if it's a week later. You need to tell me beforehand. If you know you're traveling for work, call me. I'm traveling for work. Can I get this week's, backed up to Saturday? Whatever, right? But communication. If you don't communicate with me, I'm very difficult to work with. If you communicate with me, we are going to have zero problems. Okay, makeup policy. There is not one unless you have documented, you've communicated, you have documentable proof, whatever. So make sure you talk to me. Call me, email me, send a carrier pigeon. I don't care how you do it. If you don't do anything by July 27th, you'll automatically be dropped from the class. We have something due before then, so do your work. Are you required to come to campus? Yes. Kind of. We have 3 exams in this class, Unit 1, 2, and 3, and those are all proctored. So you can either do them at an Ivy Tech campus, you can go to a different college, you got to go somewhere where they are proctored. If you have questions on that, let me know. We will talk about that in our first live session also. Now, if you absolutely cannot get somewhere else to do it, I do allow students to use the ProctorU system. Which means you can take it at home in your jammies. But you have to have a webcam because ProctorU has people, they will watch you take your exam to make sure you don't cheat. That is a cost to you. It's about $20 or $25 per exam, which to me could be a lot of money, but it's up to you entirely, right? It kind of depends on your schedule. Great, blah, 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 blah. Best way to get a hold of me is through email. I email from my phone constantly. I check it at red lights. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So if you need me, email is definitely the best way to do it. We will meet through Blackboard Collaborate sessions on Wednesdays. And if we need extra time, like you live far away, you need more time, whatever, we can throw additional sessions up pretty easily and meet that way. I will be having open lab sessions on the Warsaw campus where I'm located a few times a week. I will be posting those, a document of where I am at what time. If you live close to campus and you want to come in at one of those times, they're in a computer lab, you can work on stuff, you can ask questions, but I'll be there to kind of help. So the way your grade is calculated, we have discussion boards. 2 lowest are dropped. Discussion boards are 10% of your grade. Quizzes, the 2 lowest are dropped. That's 15% of your grade. Homework, 2 lowest are dropped. 10% of your grade. Projects, there are 3 of them, and they are 15% of your grade. Now your guidelines for written work, make it be yours. If it's yours, I will have very few issues with anything else. Make sure I can read it, that kind of thing. Exams, again, we have 3 exams. Exams 1 and 2 are both 15% of your grade, and exam 3 is 20%. The third exam has some stuff from the first 2 units, which is why it's weighted a little heavier. Blah, blah, blah. There's your syllabus, basically. Again, there's your breakdown of the weights of your grades. So let's look at the course calendar next. If I was you, I would print this thing out. That way you know exactly what you need to do. So in the middle column here is, things that you have to do, homework, quiz, whatever. And then you also have discussion boards. Not too bad. I would like your feedback on those, though, in case we need to change anything. So you can see that you've got homework, and we will talk about how to get to your homework and web work. Quizzes are in Blackboard, and then your due dates. So things are due at 11:59 p.m. except for exams. Exams are due by 5 p.m. on Fridays. So everything else is due on Sunday nights at midnight. So the quiz, syllabus, that kind of thing, and I'll get into more of those as we get into the Blackboard discussion. You will see down here in week 4, all of this crap is due on February 12th. But we introduced the first project. The first project is due March 5th. So that's why this is together. But that's when it's assigned. We're going to talk about it in our live session that week. But I want you to know it's not, you don't just have a week, you have multiple weeks to do that. And we'll talk more about this. I will go more detail if you have questions on it in our first live session. But print it out, cross things off as you do. Okay, so, and again, there's your course calendar again within that course information button. Now your big thing, class sessions, this is how you're going to get to everything that you need for this course. So I'm going to look at session 3 because that I think is the best one. So for everyone, you kind of see a basic overview and your objectives and content. So what you're going to learn, hopefully, in that section. Then we got a couple big buttons. So the first one is your learning activities. You might say this is a big button. This links to videos. If we click this, oh, I don't have the Becky's video button up yet. But this gets into every section. So if you're in section 1, you can, come on, you can see all of this. Now, if they have 1, 2, 3 after it, that means they go directly with the packet. So the packet that you have, boom. Now in the back of the packet, there is additional stuff in there, 080. So you see all the things that say 080. Those are extra work in the back, but they go for every section we have. And then there's extra videos if you need extra help. So anything that says 1, 2, 3 goes directly with your packet. Okay. There are Excel videos throughout this class because we do a lot of stuff with Excel. So you can, under these learning activities, you can see Excel buttons. That's great. And then these 2 are simply your packet. So you already have your packet there. You don't really need those, but in case you want them, here they are. Okay, the other big button that I like is the assignments and assessment. So it reminds you, you have web work homework. There's a web work button. I will have a separate video to discuss web work. But in this case, I wanted to use this session because you have an Excel assignment here. So you can click right here where my little finger's pointing. This is your assignment, right? Click on it, you work on it, whatever. And then the black link, that's how you turn it in. So make sure you take care of that. Quiz session 3, I don't know if you can see it through my face or not, but you have 2 attempts at every quiz, and you have 30 minutes to complete the quizzes. They're not very long. If you do the homework first, they will go very quickly for you. Okay, and then the exam reference sheet. This is what you will have. You don't need it on exam 1, but exam 2 and 3, that sheet will be provided for you when you go to your proctoring center, just so that you know exactly what you're going to have. You might want to print one out and then just use that for all of your quizzes and prep. That way you know this is what I'm going to have on the exam so that you're familiar with it, because that's half the battle. Okay. All right, so that's the class sessions. Well, for the most part, I'll just go down. Again, on Wednesdays, we have our live session. You can get them through here, the synchronous meeting room, or on the left, you see sync meeting room, and I will go into that button here in a minute. Discussion board, you can get through it here. Discussion board link, or discussions here. So there are multiple ways to get places. Let's go ahead and go into the discussion board just so you can kind of see. There they all are based off sessions. They're all open right now. I mean, you can work ahead in this class. I had somebody last semester who finished 3 weeks early. That's fine. You have all of the information that you need. You have the course calendar. You can work ahead. You can't work behind, right? There are due dates. The sync meeting room. You will see that, let me just go out so you can see all of them here. They're all set up the entire semester, every Wednesday from 1 to 2. That's when our session will be. If you miss the session because of life, you will see that there's this second button. When you click recordings, obviously there are none there right now because we haven't had a session yet, but after the sessions are over, they are all be recorded. They will show up there. I don't know how long the lag time is. Class is over at 2. I don't know if they post at 2:05, 4 o'clock. I don't know. But they will be under this recordings button. So I do recommend before next Wednesday, before Wednesday the 18th, this purple button shows that this is a live link. Click on this. Join the room. Download the launcher. Whatever. Figure out how to get in that room, because next Wednesday you don't want to be 20 minutes late to class because you couldn't figure out how to get in. So I always start with this live thing. Nobody's going to be in there when you go in, because I'm not in that room right now, but it's live. That way you can go through and get all your computers set up, whatever you need, so that you can get into the live room. You can practice, see if your camera works, see if your headphones work, your microphone, whatever, but that will help you be ready for next Wednesday's session, because I'm going to start with, all of the syllabus information, whatever we need, and if you don't want to miss some of the important information at the beginning because you can't get in. So do that before Wednesday's class. Grades, right? That's where your grades will be updated. Blackboard, the resource button might be helpful for you. The exam reference sheet, again. The Excel reference sheet, again, we use a lot of Excel, so this reference sheet might be nice. A student survey, hippocampus, that type of thing. I will be because I didn't do it yet. I will be adding a button over here that's just called videos, and it will have a link to my YouTube page as well as my 123 website, which will have all the videos that go with this course. I am the statewide video maker for Math 123, so everything that you watch to work through the material is made by me. If there are issues, questions, concerns, you need more help with something, you let me know. I make you a new video. Okay, so check out that video button. By the time you get into this class, that video button will be there, because it's going to happen after I do this video. So that's pretty much Blackboard. There will be a separate video to explain how this web work button works, because this is our online homework system. So watch video number 2 to talk you through web work and how to navigate through web work. If you have any other questions on Blackboard, let me know in our first live session, which is next Wednesday the 18th. I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.